Before reset, which is in 1 minute, and before I forget, let's go over actually the worst banners on 2025. Since the year is about to end, right? 10 days, by the way. Time flies too fast. I'm getting old, and so are you guys. Let's go over the worst banners of 2025, and you guys can say hello. So we'll probably make a video for YouTube out of this. Need to lower the volume a little bit for this. Actually, instead of having this music, let's put the good music in here. The best song they've done it well. I'm young. I don't know what other ones are. I don't know about them. Actually, no, we need to go to the character page so we can yap about the characters, no? And we can start with the Christmas units. I think we can talk about like underwhelming characters that are doing pretty well right now, and the biggest dog shit units we've gotten on 2025. I think it's obvious which one is gonna be the worst one on 2025. I guess you guys can safely guess who that is. No? That said, we're gonna start with Diesel and Breathe and also Solin. I don't understand why this was not the triple banner when clearly it's exactly the same. I guess Absolute, which we'll talk later, wasn't as big as they thought it was gonna be as a triple banner, and they considered it kind of like a flop, maybe sales wise or whatever the reason was, right? For the new tactical upgrade girls. So maybe that's the reason why they did not do another trio event. But Diesel and Breathe, great characters. They are limited. I think they will get used on raids, no problem. Right? Solin, I hate her. I hate her kit. It's dog shit kid. It's a good character. The only reason it's a good character is because how strong cooldown reduction is, even to this day, 3 years later. The only reason is literally just this line here. 7.48 seconds of CDR, nothing else. Her kit is trash. A pity. If she was 20 seconds, if she had heals every X number of shots, she would be good. Like literally, she would be way better. But CDR already makes it pretty good. Nayotan Liberalio, I don't think we need to talk about these characters, okay? Really strong units, both meta, both waifus. Delta skippers in shambles now. Delta is a character for raids, nothing else. Like outside of raids, it's a useless unit. Limiting the character to work only with defenders is the second time I believe they try this. This time it works because raids and because of Crown. The first time they tried, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. The collab, I don't think Jill will see that much usage, and she will be the one getting phased out whenever we get another electric character. Ada will see usage, and she still sees usage right now on raids. So pretty good character overall.
$200 right there, XDD.
Okay, 200, but we paid 200 just because it was worth it. Look at this panty shot. Clearly it was worth it, right? Clearly it was worth it. Bunnies were pretty good. Like, I've said this multiple times, but it feels Shift Up has properly learned how to do banners recently. Like, we barely get bad characters, right? Bunnies were really good. Aid is a fantastic meta. Also, T0 As. Milk, great damage, but most people don't bother because they don't want to manual her. Unless you're an Omega tryhard, people don't care about Milk just because she's annoying to manual, nothing else. Tactical, funny enough, was one of the flops this year. Not a flop in the sense of bad characters. They're not bad characters. But clearly they are not as used as most people thought. It's mostly people like me, lazy people who want safe teams are gonna be running them. If you don't really care, about having comfy teams.
LOL, Vesti is amazing in deficit.
Vesti is. The other two are not used. Unless it's a raid and you care about comfy, or it's Fire Week, they are not as used. Both Emma and Enwa. Vesti is great for big CP gaps, and that's about it. Also, obviously, for raids. They're not bad, yeah. We don't have enough resources to invest. Yeah. Considering the income on rocks, I feel we can take most characters to 777. Obviously, you cannot take them to 10-10-10. You can get them to basic overload, just level 0. The problem is rerolling the gear to get it to a point where it's a useful character. Because you are better off running supports of element if they have better lines or whatever it is, or even DPSs, right? But yeah, it might be a problem of resources now that Shift Up is properly doing banners. But yeah, funny enough, Emma and Enwa, not the flop, but one of the banners that you could have skipped and zero issues on skipping them. And the same applies for Bestie. As good as she is on hard deficit, you could have skipped these 3 banners and you're fine. You didn't miss anything that's like breaking your account. The same cannot be said if you skip Doro, the best water DPS. Also great waifu. Same for Elec. Both great characters. And now we reach, I think, the only bad banner this year, bro. Is there anyone else this year that's even remotely close to Sora? Like, even remotely close. Because Summer was great. But Sora is a character that zero usage anywhere. It's like, literally, one of the worst characters they've released in 3 years. Was Romani this year or last year? I don't remember. Nice ass, though. But still, absolute dog shit kid. I don't think there's any situation where it worked. Her kit, her base kit, is better than Solin's base kit. Difference, the CDR. Literally, if you put the CDR on her, it's exactly the same dog shit. Same. This is Solin, but she has a CDR and she doesn't, right? That was like the only difference. Is what it is. It is what it is. Shift up decided to put the CDR on the worst looking character instead of on the mommy. Outside of Sora, Stellar was a pretty good collab. Raven is a fantastic DPS. Eve is a Helm Aquamarine, is a debuffer if you want, right? Nice damage. Oh, actually, do we count K as a flop as big as Sora or not? Because she was like decent-ish DPS. But do we count her as a flop as big as Sora, considering they are always trying to sell those crit characters and they never work? Not as big? Because Arcana at least has usage. Like, we've seen Arcana use on raids. Anytime it's Electric Week, we see her use with Isabel. Which is crazy, by the way. Isabel in 2025. But Kay? What's her usage? Other than Cope. 3 years, by the way, since we knew she was coming. Is what it is. Arcana was pretty good. K is probably the second worst banner this year with Sora. I would say Sora is tier S on how dogshit she was, and then you have K. Stellar was pretty good. Arcana, I don't like the treasure system being characters rather than treasures. You know, you made it a system, make use of it instead of releasing other characters. When it comes to Siren and Mihara, nothing to say. Fantastic units, right? People were saying, like Timmy is saying, before Siren came out, a lot of people were saying her kit was going to be bad because her numbers were low or whatever it was. I don't remember. I don't know. The focus fire alone makes it a broken unit. Like, literally, they broke their own design, like their own game design. You can only control one character unless you're in full burst, which means you have to save sometimes for the QTEs and whatever it is. And they broke that. As basic as that with Siren. Just that makes it a broken unit. That's what it is. Crust, funny enough, is a great B2. B2s have a lot of competition because her kit is like whatever, right? Like, you still need to be manually playing her. But a lot of the B2s they are releasing, where is the lolly? A lot of the kits they are releasing, now questions on this gear. Okay, shut the fuck up. A lot of the characters they're releasing, attack damage wise or whatever buffs they put on the burst is enough to make them like a good unit. Or a unit you can't use for a lot of content. Just because 20% attack damage for all allies is strong, regardless where you put her. Then, you guys paid for this, alright? So, great B2. Breedy, honestly, sadly, I don't think it was as good as a banner. I don't think it's about DPS. I just think most people forgot about her.
To use Crust with Breedy yesterday.
Speaking of Breedy, I think they tried duplicating Elec's popularity. Elec was one of the, if not the most popular banner they've released. In terms of, if you go to impressions on Twitter, if you go to fan art, if you go to how much people were talking about it, one of the most popular characters for no reason. I think they tried doing the same with Britney. It didn't work as well. I do like her. Give me more chubby girls, right? But I think she's one of the banners people forgot the most about. Trina with the Scarlet, same dog shit. I don't like the system. Clearly it works and they want to keep doing it. I cannot wait for the inherit treasures at some point. The inherit treasures, surely, right? Surely. She gets more use than Kay, yeah. You can use her, she's a good DPS in contrast to using Kay, which is kind of like XD. Evangelion, everyone's favorite collab. Pretty good banners too. I don't like Race, both of them, either of them. Both Asukas are still right now meta. So nothing to say on those two. Yeah, it feels like in the whole year, they've made maybe 2-3 banners that people were like, this is really bad. Which in contrast to the first year, and the second one is way better, considering how bad some of the units we got on the previous years were. Both Asukas, meta. Mari has fallen a little bit, honestly.
Needs to be studied.
Yeah, I will probably be moving her down for New Year. I'm gonna be revamping most of the tier list, and she will be going down for sure. I know some people like her, I don't, so zero regrets on moving her down whenever that happens. Mates, best duo in the game. We could put Mana as well, but Mana is not as big as a flop. I think Mana is a little bit below Breedy. A great character that just has almost no usage, because then they release Liberalio, which is filling almost the same niche while doing fantastic damage. And Mana, the worst part is that when she dies, or sorry, when someone dies and she uses the revive, half of her kit is gone, so she becomes like kind of a useless unit. So if someone dies, you have to restart the battle, and it's like, okay, why the fuck I'm bringing her into the battle then, right? My office wife, hey, she's a good character, good design. Give me a good skin for Mana, and I spend money. But yeah, elemental raids, she still gets usage, but it was kind of like an underwhelming banner, I would say. And then the first banner of the year is still retarded characters.
Healing and charge sped.
Both of them. Right? Both of them. I don't think we need to speak about Rapid Red. Yeah, it feels like this banner, the worst banner was Sora, by far. The biggest piece of shit character, I'm not gonna lie. Such a missed opportunity with how good she looks. And how much funner than how popular she was. She looks like the hentai character, I forgot the name. I'm not gonna speak. If I speak, I'm in trouble. But she looks like that character. I would say the next after Sora was Kay, most likely. Those two were the biggest flop this year. Instead of those two, Shift Up has learned how to balance units. More or less.
SUS.
More or less. We'll see what they do with the next batch of treasures. If the next batch of treasures are all good, I will not complain. If they are, once again, like our favorite character, right? Like our favorite treasure, then we can complain. That's it, enough ranting. Let's go actually do dailies. We are past our bedtime already. Let's go get 9 rocks on Kraken today.